it's only you.
Hello and welcome to Journey to Self with Eyitomi. If you're new here, welcome to the family of Journey to Self. And if you're not new here, still welcome to this episode of Journey to Self. Now, isn't this beautiful? It's really beautiful, isn't it? As beautiful as this is, your relationship is meant to be more beautiful than this. It's meant to be so beautiful. Now, when I talk about relationship, I just don't mean lovers and partners and things like that, When we look at the meaning of a relationship is just basically when two or more people relate, from the word relationship. When two or more people interact, that is a relationship. So now, a friendship is a relationship. The kind of relationship you have in a workplace, of course, it is a relationship, We have work relationship, we have friendship, we have, people you meet on a one-time basis, acquaintance. Then you have things like that. Then you have the intimate relationship or the romantic relationship. In this episode, we'll be talking about everything, everything about relationship. Now, is your relationship healthy? I have a reason why I asked this question, because some people, they are in unhealthy relationships. Some of us are in unhealthy relationships, and the thing is, we don't even know that we are in unhealthy relationships. So how can we be able to tell if you are in a healthy relationship or you are in an unhealthy relationship? Now, there are signs you would see in a healthy relationship, and there are signs you're going to see in an unhealthy relationship. An healthy relationship is meant to be based on, mutual respect. You both respect each other, whether it is a romantic relationship or whether it is a friendship. You both respect each other. There's a love between, whether it is friendship or relationship. There's mutual love, mutual respect. You both care for each other. These are signs of a healthy relationship, which I expect people to know. Now, there are some signs of an healthy relationship. And an unhealthy relationship doesn't only have to be when there is a physical violence involved. There are so many things that can show that a relationship is unhealthy, what we call the red flags. So now, what are some of the red flags? One is guilt tripping. Guilt tripping. When the person you're in a relationship with, or your friend, or whoever, oftentimes guilt trips you in the sense that probably you do something and the person just makes you feel bad about it. Even if you apologize, the person still makes you feel guilty. That is guilt tripping. And when the person does it often, it is a red flag. Even once, okay, a red flag, but when the person does it often, more than once, it is a red flag. And my sister or my brother, please shine your eyes. So, apart from guilt tripping, there's also there's some people, I don't know the exact word to call it, but when you do something, they downgrade your efforts. For example, if you achieve something, they will find a way to make you feel less of it. For example, probably if you won a contract and you got like 500,000 and you tell the person, and the person will be like, oh, 500,000, just 500,000. I've gotten a contract of, 5 million. So why are you so happy about 500,000? The person belittles your efforts, doesn't appreciate you, doesn't support you, doesn't congratulate you or show you some form of love. You understand? So guilt tripping, downgrading your effort. And also, there's some people that will constantly insult you. Even sometimes, sometimes some friends that insult you as a joke, some of them mean it. So you have to pay special attention to the way someone interacts with you. Some people will constantly insult you, whether jokingly or seriously. Sometimes you cannot tell the difference, but it's always good to be very observant. And also, there's also, of course, the physical violence when someone just hits you unnecessarily. Even it doesn't really have to be unnecessarily, Some people might just eat you for no reason, or even for some reasons. No one deserves to be eaten. Do you understand? There is no reason for you to lay your hand on me or on anyone. So physical violence is a no-no. If you are in a relationship and you're experiencing physical violence, please leave. So now, I am going to streamline this unhealthy relationship red flags into like 3 or 2 aspects, because if I start taking each of them one by one, we will sleep here today. If I start taking each of them one by one, we are going to sleep here today. So one is the emotional abuse. Yes, you heard me right, emotional abuse. When someone constantly belittles your efforts, trips you, all these things are forms of emotional abuse. When someone feels that they're entitled to your time, that is an emotional abuse. Do you understand? When someone doesn't support you, doesn't show you some love, support, all these things are forms of emotional abuse. When someone makes you feel like you constantly have to walk on treadmills, you have to walk gently so you cannot annoy him or her, that is an emotional abuse. When someone makes you feel like you have to constantly apologize in the relationship, that is an emotional abuse. And you have to shine your eyes, as I said before. Now we have the physical abuse. When someone eats you, slaps you, does anything to harm you, that is a physical abuse, So we have the emotional abuse, we have physical abuse. There are also different other forms of abuse, but most of it are streamlined under the physical and the emotional. Do you understand? When someone makes you feel like you are less of yourself, there's some people that they are your friends or probably your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and the person constantly makes you feel like you are not deserving of his or her love. The person makes you feel like I'm just in a relationship with you to do you a favor. The person makes you feel like it's a favor for them to be in a relationship with you, or it's a favor for them to be your friend. Please cut such people off. Yes, I'm saying it right. Cut such people off, because all these red flags are toxic traits. Toxic traits. And if you're in an unhealthy relationship, you are in a toxic relationship. So now that I've mentioned the signs of an unhealthy relationship, I want you to ask yourself this question. Is your relationship healthy? Whether a friendship or a romantic relationship or family relationship or work relationship, is it healthy? Is it healthy? Now, once you have noticed these toxic traits in the people you're in a relationship with, make sure you're observant. And also, apart from people being toxic, look within yourself and make sure that you are not the toxic one. Are you the one that constantly belittles other people's efforts? Are you the one that body shames someone? Or are you the one that beats someone? If you are someone that beats someone, go to a wrestling stuff and use your talents to be beating people and win something. Don't beat your partners, don't beat people you're in a relationship with, don't beat anyone. Only beating is your career, and you're beating on the wrestling field or in a wrestling box, whatever they call it. So you have to understand these things. Take notice of the toxic traits, whether in yourself or in your partner or anyone you're in a relationship with. Take note of these toxic traits. Try and work on it. And also, if you are in a toxic relationship or if you're in an unhealthy relationship, I would advise you do your best to leave such relationship. You understand? Leave such relationship, create some boundaries, because at the end of the day, you matter more. And if you're saying that you don't want to leave a toxic relationship, now it's easier to say that leave a toxic relationship. It's easier to say it. But for the people in it, it's not really easy, because there are so many things that prevent people from leaving. But at the end of the day, please always put yourself as your priority and take steps to leave such relationship. And if it's quite difficult for you, you can still come and meet me and let us discuss one-on-one, because you are not in this alone. We are all on this journey together. We are all on this journey to self together. So That's it on today's episode of Journey to Self with Eyitomi. So now what I want you to do is, in the comment section, tell me what are the signs of an healthy relationship. Let us discuss about this together. Let's relate. So let us know the signs of an unhealthy relationship. Tell me what you think are the signs, and we'll talk about this in the comment section. Okay, bye. Love you. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Journey to Self with Eyitomi. See you next time. Love and light. Mwah, mwah, mwah.